We used that car. That car was good to us too. The kids, everybody used that car. Anyway, we jumped in that car and we ran up and down the East Coast doing shows in people's living rooms.
When did you start?
Man, it's 2025. It had to be 2010, 2009, 2008. And we just did it. And we were doing it. I feel like I was just moving. Whether I really believed or understood what was happening, there was a pull. And I just did it. I just went. And I remember, Tony, I remember Dana sitting in the driver's seat playing guitar. And I was driving. We'd be writing songs on the way to the next gig or on the way to the next mom and pop record shop to tell people, we've got this album. We want you to hear it.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Smitty and D Show. Of course, I am Tony D. And in the studio, guys, do y'all see my red lipstick? So she created this, but that's not all that she does. Okay, let's start there. First off, I saw her years ago, right? Amazing, talented singer. She does not know how big of a fan I was. I actually bought her album, her first album, but somehow she has found her way all the way to the Smitty and D Show, guys. Grammy Award winning. Can we say that? Yes. Grammy Award women! Oh my God! Please and nominated. Yes. Avery Sunshine!
I wish I could drink to that. But I already did.
Well, you already did.
I already did. Thank
you.
Thank you for having me.
Hi, Gemini friend.
And I, just like a true Gemini, I just decided to change your name to Dee Dee.
Well,
and just,
she didn't even know, but that's really my name.
That is
my
funny.
family calls me Dee Dee, and when I got a smart mouth, they call me Dr.
Dr. Dee Dee. I'm going to try not to refer to you as Dr. Dee Dee.
It's okay.
Okay, thank you.
Fam, I love you. So let's start with, how about Avery ain't your name? How about we start there?
No, Avery is not my name. So first of all, thank you for having me, and thank you for looking so freaking fantastic.
Thank you for
in all in my head, red lip, LOUMACK Beauty. Freaking fantastic.
Hello, guys. Hello. Can we thank your husband too?
Oh, absolutely. Thank you. Dana, he's just that's my sweet thing.
Because you won't know. I mean, people don't know this, but the show was really created for men.
Really?
Most people don't know that. It was really to give men a voice because I wanted to connect the dots. So what happened was my dad, during COVID, I was talking to him all the time, and I was like, women have no idea what men think about, like how they think.
It's the truth.
Because a lot of us weren't raised by our dads.
Yes.
So we typically have about 77% of male viewers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the fact that your husband saw it and was like, no, I want you to go on that show.
So Dana has you got to talk to him. We don't do I don't debo like that, but I just kind of did. Yeah. Only because there was something that we discovered during the pandemic, and something that he said he felt like the men's mental health and emotional well-being was not considered. And it's something that we all had to, it's just really interesting. It's the truth.
Yeah.
If something happened to your husband, he said it. He fell out of the house. He was walking down the stairs to the garage. And I heard him, he fell out. I said, Dana, what did you do? He was like, what did I do? I just broke my ankle. You didn't say, are you okay?
Yeah.
I said, what did you do?
Ooh.
I said, what did you do? And it's something that we were, that we were forced to, and I shouldn't say forced, but just we had to deal with it and look at it. It's like, I just feel like you could just manage everything. I don't think that you are, the insides are soft.
Yeah.
or they're like mine,
Yeah.
and they are. You're a human being,
You're a human
right?
being. Yeah.
So I love that. I didn't know.
That's really what it was about.
I didn't know that.
felt like we didn't have proper representation, and the men shows that were on.
Yeah.
They were just like, F women and da, da, da.
Yeah.
But there was no real soft place for men to really express
Absolutely.
their thoughts and their feelings.
Yeah. Like
And-
humans.
And like humans.
Like
and
humans.
not feel judged.
Yes.
That's the other thing, and not
This
feel
is
judged.
great.
So the fact that your husband saw that means that it's working.
Thank you, Dr.
Yeah.
Tony.
Oh, thank you.
I know
Thank you, Avery, Denise, Nicole, Jenkins, Watkins, Johnson.
I do need more to drink. I do need more to drink. No, don't. I'm sorry. Don't listen to whatever I say. Don't do it.
We could water it down just a little bit. No, I'm joking.
No, it won't be. Oh,
Okay, so start. Okay, we're composed. Okay, guys, I really love this woman. You don't even understand. And the fact that Myra can't. We're not even talking about Myra, but Myra's amazing too.
Mara
Davis.
Davis.
She never. I call her Myra all the time.
And she's amazing, isn't she? Because she
and
lets you do it.
She lets me do it.
She let Dana was. We worked together, and she was calling. Dana was called. I don't know what Dana was calling her, but she just let him do it.
Thank you, Myra.
Mara.
Mm-hmm. Mara.
Yeah,
Thank you,
Mara.
Mara. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Mara.
Okay. All right. Back
great.
to the interview.
This is awesome.
Okay, Avery. Okay.
You're brilliant, by the way.
I love you more.
This is great.
What happened when you got started? Because when you got started, it was a lot of indie artists happening at the same time. How did you bust through the cracks and become who you are right now?
I don't know. I'm telling you, I feel Dana and I got started, and I felt like we had to pay people to listen to us, because I was a choir director. I was a piano major at Spelman. I was not doing this thing, so I feel like I had to convince people that this was what I did. And Dana, he was like, you should do this for real. Mm-hmm. So we did this album, and we had to tour the album. So we did the living room tour.
What's that?
We hopped in my Kia Rondo. Y'all probably don't even know what that is. I think they only made 20 of them, and I had one. It was like this weird clown car hatchback thing. It really was. And at the time, my credit was like a 205. My weight.
It even goes that low.
It was my weight. So I had to go to JD Byrider to get a car. That was 100. Oh, listen, I'm trying to. No, I tell the truth, people. I tell the truth.
I remember that.
150 million years ago. Thank God my credit doesn't work that out. Yeah, it was my weight. But at any rate, we used that car. That car was good to us too. The kids, everybody used that car. Anyway, we jumped in that car and we ran up and down the East Coast doing shows in people's living rooms.
When did you start?
Man, it's 2025. It had to be 2010, 2009, 2008. And we just did it. And we were doing it. I feel like I was just moving. Whether I really believed or understood what was happening, there was a pull, and I just did it. I just went. And I remember, Tony, I remember Dana sitting in the driver's seat playing guitar, and I was driving. We'd be writing songs on the way to the next gig, or on the way to the next mom and pop record shop. To tell people, we've got this album, we want you to hear it. Or to the next radio station, we got this album, you should hear it. We believe in this thing. And I think it happened so fast that I didn't even realize it was happening. Before I knew it, we were opening for Rochelle Farrell at Center Stage. Yeah. We were going overseas. We were, it felt like it just happened. And all this was going on while I was going through a divorce, while I was a single mommy raising these two little people who I hated being away from. But but I knew if I don't do this thing here, I will be shit for you. So I got to do this so that I can show up and be the best mommy I can be. And while I hated being away from them, I knew I had to do it. So again, it's just amazing how God works. My mother saw this thing happening, and she says, okay, so we're going to sell our house and move to Atlanta. I was like, y'all not going to do that. They did. It took 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I was sick because me and the kids were in an apartment. My mom and dad said, yeah, go ahead and find somewhere for all of us to live because we're coming. You're going to need somebody to take care of those kids. Wow. 2 weeks, their house, they put it on the market on a Monday. 2 weeks later, it was sold. And it felt like stuff was just happening. And I was just going with it. I just went with it. Yeah. I was watching all these indie artists around me. I mean, from India, and we were at the time it went from the Yin Yang to the Dana. What was it called after the Yin Yang? Apache Cafe.
Listen, y'all, I have been Apache on Wednesdays.
Listen.
With Al Smith.
Smith, and right now we're keeping Al in prayer. Al so there is an event that we are all getting older. Yeah. Aren't we?
I literally was going to call him for your interview.
Please just call and check on him. Okay. I think he is recovering or something dire has happened. Okay. So we're keeping him in our prayers.
Yeah. Shout out to Al Smith.
Shout out to Al Smith. Yeah. Al Smith's Wednesdays, right?
Yeah. God.
So that was where my
because I remember like back in the day I was like, I want to say Eva Kennedy.
Yes, that's family to us.
Yes.
Philippia. Listen, that's one of the people that I watch.
Y'all don't even know.
They don't know.
You don't know. That's a whole show.
Have her on.
I'm telling you. I've asked.
Really?
I've asked Al. Yeah. I'll try to get her myself.
Please try to get her.
Yeah.
She is one of the people that I watched. She's an entertainer that will get on stage and change the atmosphere of the room.
She's like an energy conductor.
She is.
Yeah.
She just knows, and she just wields her magic. I'm telling you.
Those are my two favorite between her and Eva.
Yes.
Yeah. If they're showing, I'm like, I'm coming.
Listen, Eva was one of the ones who was watching. Like I was watching. We were watching. There was Jill Rock Jones. There is. She's in L.A. now. Well, I can't remember everybody's name. Joy. Do you? She was married to. This is such a. But y'all know she was married to Gip from Goody Mob.
Okay.
She's one of the dopest performers and singers on the planet.
I feel like I know who you are, but the woman that I remember, she looks like a model though.
I bet it's Joy.
Yeah.
And she'd get on stage and the same thing. They just knew how to entertain. And that is something that a lot of the younger folks don't really know. They haven't had to do, right? Because we've got social media, so you don't really have to interact. You don't have to step on a stage and control the room. And you don't have to do that. I watched Joy. I watched Philippia. I watched Eva Kennedy, and yet they are a part of my fabric.
Oh,
they are. They absolutely are.
Because we don't realize how we're even like woven into.
No.
Yeah.
And I haven't had an opportunity, but I'm going to make that time this week to reach out to each of them and let them know. Because it can get lost if you don't talk about it, right? And these people that and I know people see us online and all, and they have no idea how much a part of our success and our story they are. So I'm going to make sure that I do.
I mean, we were even talking about Mesa earlier. Mesa is not local. She's in Baltimore.
Yes,
but was part of Incognito.
Yes,
did her own thing.
Yes,
ended up being just as big, if not bigger.
The Mesa Leak, Grammy nominated.
Okay.
The Mesa Leak.
Still a friend of mine.
Blue Water. Do you hear me? Deep Water.
Deep Water.
Huh?
Ma'am. Yes. I went to Baltimore to hang out with her.
She's brilliant. You have to ask her to tell you her Stevie Wonder stories.
I feel like I know them all.
You know them all? See,
I don't know, but okay. I know a few.
You know a few?
I know a few.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So let me tell you my story about you. So it's 1970.
Oh my, no! Oh my!
It's like 2000 and I don't know 9, or I had just started my career. My girlfriend's like, let's go get these tickets for Avery, right? And there was this other artist named oh God, what is this other? Sunshine Anderson, right?
Yes.
And
heard it all before.
Heard it all before, right? Yeah. And so at this time, they were getting you guys confused.
They still do. Don't worry about it. They still do.
So she's like, yeah, let's go see it. I'm like, oh, yeah, I love her. That's her video.
Yeah.
And so we go down to this restaurant, and I think it's called Lucky's Lounge now.
I bet it.
What is Lucky's? What was it called before? Sweet Lounge.
Yes, I'm sure I was there. I'm sure it was me.
Paid a little $20.
I'm sure.
And you guys had like a table or something with your album or whatever. And so I go there, and I'm like, I can't sit because there's no sitting. I mean, there's people sitting, but I don't know, I'm standing, right?
Yeah,
so standing room right now at this point. And I'm watching you, and you're doing your songs, you're doing some other people's songs. And I was just like, can I just touch the hem of her garment?
Are you kidding me?
And I remember you came off stage, and you're walking by, and you're shaking hands, you shook my hand, and I was just like, you were so nice. I'm following this woman. So, of course, I go buy an album. Then I go listen to the album. And then I go through this whole process of now I'm creating stations surrounding this woman. Are you kidding? You know, because you had Spotify.
Are you telling me? Yes.
No, I'm telling you the truth. So you have the Spotify, and then you got your Pandora, and you're like, yeah, okay, this is real. This is interesting. And so then all of a sudden, you stop doing these little small events.
Don't do this. Did you say?
You can't see her no more.
No, that's not true.
Y'all gotta pay real money now.
That is not true.
You gotta see real. You gotta pay real money to see her.
Stop it.
So now it was like, oh, okay, I see you like maybe 2 or 3 times after that. And then after that, I'm paying real money.
Oh my God.
I'm paying Anita Baker money now.
That's not true.
I'm paying Kim
Don't you
money.
lie.
I'm paying. And so I'm just like, this woman is on tour everywhere.
Yeah.
You're never at home.
Yeah.
And thankfully, your husband
Yes.
saw the show. Mara contacts me, and I'm like, yes, please, and yes. Now, me personally, I can't be like, oh my God. I'm like, yes, absolutely, we'll have her, absolutely, yeah, sure. But on the inside, I'm like, oh my God. Earlier, y'all don't realize that I tried to go find this damn album that I bought so she could sign it, so I could prove to you.
It's okay. I'm gonna send you another one.
Loyalty.
Because nobody else wants albums now, so
don't.
I have 1 million of them at the house. Okay,
Anyway,
they won't have to be coasters anymore.
You were so nice to me. Not coasters.
Coasters.
You were so nice to me that I remember that. So my question to you is, who wasn't nice to you?
It's just gonna be that. I'm not gonna do
She
it.
said she can't do it. Who has been nice to you?
Aretha Franklin has been nice to me.
Ooh.
Kim is he's me and Dana's brother now.
I love Kim.
Oh my God, there's so many people who have just been great. Sheila E. Sheila E. sent me a text after we won the Grammy, and she was like, we hooped and hollered. When you get folks like that to tell you, Faith has been great to me. Layla Hathaway.
We love Layla.
I love Layla. All these, and please know that all these people whose name, Anthony Hamilton, Maxwell, Leela James, you name it. My
love
dear
Leela
sister,
James.
love Leela. That's my May 22nd twin.
Okay. We need to talk to her. Where's she been at?
Somewhere killing it and getting number ones all the time, and just nominated for an NAACP award, an Image Award. So please have her on.
Yes.
Leela, I'm talking about you
Leela James,
because you're
come on.
so dope.
I love her.
Selena Johnson.
Love Selena. I know her.
The folks, and there are many others, but I am trying to make sure that folks know that, and God rest her soul, Angie Stone.
No, Angie. Yeah. How did you feel? Like, you're seeing some of, I would even say, your idols.
Absolutely.
Kind of Aretha Franklin. You know what I mean?
Her birthday
Roberta
was March
Flack.
25th. Roberta Flack.
You know,
Man.
these people are left a wonderful legacy. Whitney Houston, they left this wonderful legacy.
Yes.
What does that mean to you?
It means that I have to be honest and true to this thing that I do. I have to allow the gift that God has given me to shine. It sounds trite. It sounds a little bit corny, but it is simple.
Yeah.
The thing that I've been given, I have to share. And I believe that's what their legacy that's what their legacy does mean to me. Aretha Franklin was authentically Aretha Franklin.
Shout out to Detroit.
Oh, listen, come on in the D. They
I'm
say
just
it's so
saying.
cold in the D.
It's
It's
so cold.
warm in the D too. It's
It can
killing
be
me.
on the summer.
It's
It's only like 2 months or something.
you from the D though?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I'm going back to the Aretha Franklin
To the
amphitheater this year. So shout out to the D.
Shout out to the D.
We love
yeah.
the D.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another amazing venue there too that we just love
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
But you didn't ask me all that. The point is, them being exactly who they are, it reminds me that I have to be exactly who I am. I don't have to sound like them. I don't have to make my music has to be authentically mine.
Yeah.
That's what their legacy says to me.
Ooh, I like that. What
Because
do you,
everybody else is taken. I don't,
that part. What don't you like about the industry? What's the real deal? Because you guys are always on the road.
Yeah. That it is not a friendly place. And I can, it's not a friendly place to anybody, but I can only speak because I'm a black woman. It's not a friendly place for black women. Something as simple as you go to a venue, they may or may not have lighting for you. And this is not all of them. But it is set up for guys.
Explain.
Guys, there's a room, there's a toilet, there's a mirror and it's cracked. It's like, well, where the hell am I supposed to go? I got to get a room for me to go to, and it's my show? But we're working to change some of that.
Yeah.
And it's not just one place, but you find that there are a lot of places that don't make concessions for women.
Yeah.
They don't think about us. And I'm reducing it to that, but it's still a big deal.
Yeah.
When you get off a plane and you've been moving and you want to find a space to just decompress and think about what's happening and blah, 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 blah. And you have to figure out I can't even find a safe space for me. Those are some of the things. And again, it is, I dare say, it's eclipsed by the fact that I get to make music. Let's just be real.
I love this. Yeah.
And that's something
It's
that
like
it's like, okay, I can complain about it.
Yeah, but you get to.
I just go get a hotel room.
Yeah.
Fine. Or just say, listen, when you bring me, you got to get a hotel room for me because there's nowhere for me to stay here. But when I show up and I do this, I forget about all that when I'm on stage.
Yeah. That's beautiful. You won a Grammy.
Did.
How was that experience? Because very few people in your
say it.
That sing the type of music you sing.
Tell the truth. Yes.
You're not being manipulated. You're not destroying your culture.
Yeah.
Win an Emmy. You did, though.
Yeah.
Why, when, how? What did it feel like?
The first thing I have to say is one nomination, one win.
One nomination, one win.
Batting 1,000. The people that there are a lot of people who I'm a fan of. 9 nominations, 10 nominations, 12 nominations, some 17 nominations, never win, right? We do one. After being told the only way you guys will win, you have to have features on your whole thing. This is how you do it.
Oh, they're about to will down and you
all
to death.
you got to do all of this is what you need to do to win a Grammy.
Yeah.
And I think we all being in that room, Tony, and when Jimmy Jam called, let's just being nominated.
Yeah.
Okay. For us, like you said, when we looked and we saw who we were next to, from Childish Gambino to Anderson .Paak to Duran Bernard to I can't remember the other young lady's name. These people are huge. They've got huge social media followings. Some of these people are movie stars, bona fide, right? I was like, just to be nominated, and I meant it. This is an honor. We're being seen. Something is happening. But when Jimmy Jam said, wait, it's a tie, I looked at my sister and so first of all, there's a thing as Grammy poor. If you go to the Grammys, just know you gonna give up a couple of body parts to be there. Okay? Yours, your mama's, the dog's, is okay. So you're like, good Lord, and so then we're like, okay, we may never make this again. So Drew is there, the baby boy is there, my sister's there, my social media guy is there. Everybody's there, right? And I look down at my sister's at the end, and I'm taking off my heels, right? I'm preparing. I wasn't thinking about winning. I don't know what. I can't imagine I don't remember what was going through my mind. I just remember I was just moving. And I took my heels off. I had these big Maison Margiela shoes on which I have to let you see they were fantastic. But I was taking those rat bastards off because they were so big. And they said at the top of the night, they said, you've got 45 seconds from the time that we call your name to walk, give your speech, and you're done. So I'm thinking, I was not thinking you're gonna win. I was moving like we had already won. So I taking these shoes off. I'm pulling my flats out and I'm putting my flats on. And I show my sister the heel, and then I took it off. And she looked at me and she, like she was saying, you're doing the right thing because you're about to win. As soon as I got that flat on, he said, it's a tie. And we all paused. And then he said, so glad to know you, Avery Sunshine. And I stopped breathing, and then I grab all my things, and those shoes that I took off, I'm grabbing those because I want people to know that I do have good style. I didn't come here without my heels, so y'all gonna see these heels, and I'm gonna walk up here, but I'm not gonna fall up this. Then Dana and my husband's walking down the aisle like George Jefferson. He's Dana and leaving. He's not looking at me, and I'm looking up at him. I'm trying to get his attention like, there you go, I ain't shit. Don't nobody know us and they call that name. So if that gives you any idea of how we felt, it was, and that my mom could experience this, because I think that, yes, as a musician, the highest honor, accolade in the world is to get a Grammy. I don't care where you're from in the world. Yeah. You get a Grammy, that is, but even more so for the family members, it meant something else for my mom. That all those piano lessons that she paid for, all the driving back and forth to the piano teacher, all the pianos she bought, the keyboard she bought, all of the banquets that she was driving me back and forth to, and it paid off. Yeah. In that one moment. It didn't matter how many refrigerators I bought before the Grammy. Right. It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't matter. Pairs of shoes or anything like that. But the Grammy itself, and I felt it. I felt all in that moment, there was this rush of like, I felt like I had been holding my breath, and I didn't want anybody to know it. I didn't even want my husband to know. Because I told him, Grammy doesn't mean anything. You know, I don't care about a Grammy. I'm still working. It's music. It's music. Who cares? I don't make music for Grammys. And then, until you get one, and you're like, shit.
So your stock went on.
Yeah, it did. I'm here talking to you.
I'm saying I'm talking to you, honey.
Don't do this. I'm here talking to you with some reposado that it might be time for, because the other one it's worn off.
I'm just saying.
Can I have some more? I won't pour it myself, because if I pour
I will pour
you'll pour it for me.
Some reposado.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That'll take us to the end. I know, because this is I'm doing way too much.
I'm doing a little bit.
No, because you did the right thing. Because you felt the spirit of the Lord.
I'm just saying I need her to be good tomorrow.
Yeah. Because I do have a session.
Yeah. Okay, so you won this Grammy. Your stock goes up. Do your ticket prices go up? Do people start calling you more? Are you booking more gigs? Are you traveling more? What is it? Because I've heard that when you get these accolades, your prices, the stock goes up, but sometimes people don't know it. Yeah. I've seen some of that. I'm feeling it. I will say, though, before the Grammy, though, a couple of years ago, right after the pandemic, we never stopped working. Yeah. We worked straight through the pandemic, and we worked virtually. So I've had a great career. Yeah.
in the year before last, we did almost 90 shows in 1 year.
Oh my goodness.
So we have never not worked.
Yeah.
So it feels like business as usual. But yeah, the money feels a little bit different. Just a little bit. not, you know, go buy a Maserati and a Rolls, but it does feel, you know.
This is going to be a darker question, though.
Yeah.
Drugs are all around your industry. How are you avoiding it? Is it because of your age or because of just who you are?
I think I don't think age
Has nothing to do with it.
Nah, you know.
Because you know when you get older, you learn lessons. You're like, I ain't doing that.
Certainly, I just think I'm not a drugs kind of person.
Gotcha.
Certainly a drink kind of person, but that's it. But I don't drink to get drunk.
Yeah,
I don't have that
enjoy it.
proclivity. I enjoy it, and I have enough. I also think it is your circle.
Ooh.
Because I don't, my team is not, we're just not on that. We would rather maybe have a piece of cake and go somewhere and lay down or have a good time. I am really fortunate.
Yeah.
Really fortunate to have a team like that. And I have to say we designed it that way too. We've made sure that we keep people around us who are, who are level-headed. But I would, because what I will say about drugs and drank and all the other things that we all are susceptible to, being on the road is lonely. I am fortunate to have my companion in life with me. But it can be lonely, isolating. We did 17 shows on this tour in like 3 weeks. That's a lot, right? And my shows are about 90 minutes long. And I have like a day off, so we got to do maybe 5 days, and then a day off. But we're traveling, right? And so in different climates, and so that means I can't do a lot of meet and greets. I've got to be quiet. I've got to be isolated. I don't want to get sick, so I'm spending a lot of time alone. I can only imagine if you don't have anybody around you. It can really be one of those, okay, let me go ahead and drink so I can just go to sleep. Let me do something so that I can, so then I drink and I go to sleep. So now how do I get up? Okay, well, let me go get something that's going to get me up so I can do the show. And then after the show, I'm sleepy again. So let me get some, I want to be asleep, so I need some. I can see how it can happen. So I extend all of my love to all the people who deal with that and experience it and have to fight with it. I get it. I get it.
You lost weight.
Yes.
What's that like?
Fantastic.
Why?
Because I can wear the shit that I want to wear, and I don't have to think about, is a roll pouring out over here? Is my stomach, is somebody gonna ask me? I had 2 ladies ask me if Dana was my son. And I was like, hell no, that ain't gonna happen again. And in addition to that, and please know, it had nothing to do with what my husband thought about me or anybody else. It was how I felt in my body. And my father died of obesity. He was morbidly obese. And it's just in the family line. And I didn't want that for me. So I said, I have to do something now. And how I go into my 50th year of life is how I want to set up the next 50 years that way. I don't want to go into it feeling tight and bunions hurting and hips hurt. For why? No. No, and I don't want to be rolled out onto the stage because I can't sit. Cover up the keyboard because I don't want that for me. I didn't want that for me. And I want to be able to enjoy my life with my husband.
You graduated from Spelman
College, yeah.
What was that like? What was that experience being around all those brilliant
black women? That was the place where I saw women who were, it was the Cosby Show in a different world on steroids. And I would be lying if I did not say the Cosby Show in a different world exposed me to this other thing. Now my brother he went to Morehouse, and there were always, educated people around me, clearly, right? But seeing us, and I went to predominantly white schools my entire.
Where are you from?
I'm from Chester, Pennsylvania, 9 miles south of Philadelphia.
Wow.
So one of the schools that I went to, I was in the middle school, Westtown School in Westtown, Pennsylvania. It was a Quaker school, and I was the only black girl out of 3 black kids in the middle school. That's from 6th to 8th grade. So it was still a small school, but there may have been 200 of us. I was the only black girl, and there were only 3 black kids.
Yikes.
I get to high school, there were a little more, but my existence was in all white spaces. And when I got, seeing Denise go to, and the fact that my name is Denise, I identified with that. And when I got to Spelman, Dr. Janetta B. Cole was the president of Spelman. And Stacey Abrams was the president of the SGA. And Camille Hanks Cosby was on campus. And Sweet Honey and the Rock was playing in Sisters Chapel. And all these black dope ass women were just hanging around and just being great and like they floated. It was like, what the shit is this? I need all of this all the time.
All the time.
So I cut my hair, and it was one of the greatest things that has ever. This is where this was my second birth.
Yeah.
It really was. Atlanta was my second birth. Spelman did it. And it was beyond studying music there, because I changed my major. Because I was a super senior. I had to stay another year, so they let me go.
We heard about y'all.
To get me the hell out of here. It was bigger than, for me, it was larger than just the academics. Now I can say it now clearly, but it was the experience of being in this space, meeting these people, these beautiful. There's a lady, Dr. Gloria Wade Gales, my English professor, and she sat in the class, and I took women in the media, and we sat in this class, and I remember we would be talking, having these conversations, and one of us would say, Dr. Gales, and such, oh, I'm sorry. She said, stop it. Stop apologizing when you say something that you think somebody didn't want to hear. She says, white men don't do that. Why are you apologizing when you say something? Just redirect, change what you said. Don't apologize because, no, I said, so, I'm sorry, I didn't mean, stop that. I had never heard anybody speak so she was candid, she was adamant, she was a little bit angry about how there was a bit of self-deprecation and apologizing for saying something that you said. Why do you need to be sorry for what you said? I will never forget that moment, ever, 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 ever. I try to move through life without apology, right?
You traveled all around the world.
Yes.
You've been to Asia.
Yes.
Europe.
Yes.
Australia.
Yes.
Detroit.
And Africa. But Detroit being the greatest of them all.
I'm just saying.
Absolutely.
I just want to put that in there.
Yeah.
But what do you think we're missing as a black culture? Because you've seen it all.
Yeah.
What can we learn from these other cultures that we don't have already?
Oh man!
And what lessons did you learn?
Shit,
on the
self-love, self-love. This is why I wear this shirt, because I feel like we are afraid. I move around this country, and I watch us shrink when I say blackity black, and they look around to see if there are any white people watching. And I have to encourage us over and over again. Come on, say it. This doesn't mean that you don't respect other cultures. It just means you love who you are. Say blackity black. It's okay. Do you know how many times, I don't know why I wore this onesie. It's really cute, but it keeps falling off. I'm just going to take it off because I'm tired. It's really cute. It's one of them things that you find on Facebook.
Oh,
You say, I'm going to buy that. And then you get it, it's like,
This is
have they gotten you? They've gotten you? Okay,
yeah.
they've gotten me.
They've gotten
But I have to encourage us and remind us, and I say this all the time. I actually have a song on the album that says, we've set ourselves on fire for way too long as a people, keeping everybody else warm. Stop it. That's what when I go to other countries, I don't see us cowering and being, I'm black and I'm proud. Say that shit. I'm black and I'm proud. I owe myself that. That's the biggest thing that I see here. We gotta love on ourselves, and we don't wait till February. February's not for us. It's for everybody else. They can acknowledge it then. But I'm black every day. I don't thank them. Thank you for National Women's Month or whatever they call it, international. Fantastic. I'm a woman every day. I celebrate it every day. I didn't even have this.
I'm here for it. Blackity Black. The bold anthem that celebrates
our blackness
unapologetically.
Yes, absolutely.
What was the song again? What's the inspiration for this song?
The inspiration is we wanted our children to, they don't need to leave the house to be affirmed. They should be affirmed before they leave their home. So I need you to know you are blackity black. We love it. You are dope. That's it. You don't have to worry about what other people think because it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And you already know right here, you're amazing and you're fantastic and we love you, our young black sons and our young black daughter. You are fantastic. And this song was for them. It started, that was the impetus for me. And so Dana, myself, an amazing young black producer, drummer, Jameson Ross produced this album and co-wrote all the songs with me and Dana, most of the songs. And he has a 10-year-old daughter. Same thing. It's meaningful for us. This is our life.
Yeah.
And that was we wanted to celebrate that because Aretha did it. You know, Curtis Mayfield did it. You know, there's some other things being pushed right now that God bless everybody with some of the other stuff y'all are saying. That's great. But we kind of need to talk about this too in this way.
Yeah.
And I wanted a song that we could sing that was mine.
When do you think your last transformation was, or your last two? So like for me, transformation was me being a mom.
Yes.
Me being a business owner.
Yes.
Me leaving that business. Me opening a business in Haiti.
Yeah. That's amazing.
That's crazy. Me almost dying. You know what I mean? Those were my transformational points. But do you have those mile markers where you can look back and you're like, I'm not that same person after that event?
Oh my God.
What are those events?
The children, divorce, starting this thing with Dana, marrying Dana, my children graduating from high school, buying a home with my companion, my dad dying.
That'll do it.
And then my niece having this third baby, and that baby being put into foster care, and she's at the hospital, and I'm just going to stop it because it was a thing. She was at the hospital, and my mom called me and says, she's at the hospital, and there's PCP in the baby's system. They're not going to let the baby go. Somebody's got to get the baby. And I talked to my husband, and I was like, we can't take the baby because we're touring. What are we going to do? And I called Aja Dansler. Aja Dansler. I know you won't mind that I'm telling everybody because you're an angel. She's the half of Kindred the Family Soul. She's in Philly. I said, I need somebody immediately. I got this baby at the hospital that needs a foster mommy immediately in Philly. She says, I know the exact person. Give me a minute. As a matter of fact, I'm going to text you. I'm going to call her, and then I'm going to give you her number. I called that amazing woman, and that woman, within 24 hours, got our niece, who we call Jelly Bean, who is thriving and brilliant and amazing and awesome. And she has just changed our lives. And when we thought we were empty nesters, damn it, if we haven't started the fuck over, god damn it, with that darn Jelly Bean. At any rate.
How old is she now?
She's 5. She will be 6 on August 1st.
Yeah.
And so we helped to co-parent with my sister, who is her grandmother, and my mother, who's her great-grandmother. Those, I am, yeah. And then that freaking Grammy, that I thought I was, so many things were revealed when you win. It's like, oh yeah, I'm the same. Yeah. Oh yeah, the bills, they come the same. Oh, but this is pretty dope over here. I like this. Being empty nesters. You tell me to stop. See, I keep going. I'm
here
things,
for it.
You know what I mean?
I'm here for it. But I do have another.
Go. You're kind of great at this. You do realize that. Okay, you are.
I do want to find out about this Forrest Whitaker
I gotta
story.
tell you. I gotta do this for that. Wait, when you're ready. Okay,
I feel like I gotta know about this Forrest Whitaker because it seemed like he keeps coming up in a few of my interviews.
Okay, so I gotta tell you,
him and Tyler Perry.
And did you know that I worked for Tyler Perry? But we've never really even met. I was one of the keyboard players for Meet the Browns. There was somebody who was having an affair with somebody on tour. They had to fire his ass, and they said, we need a keyboard player. So they called me. They said, you have a keyboard? I was like, yeah. I did not. I called my mom, called the tribe. You got a tribe. I was like, I got to get this Yamaha motif by tomorrow because I'm leaving for tour. We drummed up, I think it was $2,500 for this keyboard. Yeah, it was because I was like, I got to have a real keyboard. Got the keyboard. I went on tour. It was crazy. So I sat in the pit and watched David and Tamala Mann every night just be absolutely fucking nuts and amazing. It was crazy. So
does Tyler know this?
I don't think he knows that. He doesn't know. He couldn't. He wouldn't know that we.
Tyler, you don't know that Avery used to be your keyboard in one of your
I'm sure
plays?
He doesn't. I'm sure he doesn't because I was Denise. I wasn't Avery Sunshine. But he probably doesn't even know who I am now. But he doesn't know.
No, I'm sure he knows who you are.
But so
that's a great story.
It's a crazy. So why the hell was I telling you that? What the hell were we talking about?
Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker. So we do this thing, So Glad to Know You, the album, that the Grammy Award-winning album, has a partner musical web series.
I gotta pause. You gotta set this story up properly.
Yeah, okay, I'm giving it to you.
You gotta say, this is a story about Forrest Whitaker.
This is a story about Forrest Whitaker. So Glad to Know You, my Grammy Award-winning album, has a partner. It is the So Glad to Know You musical web series. So every song has an episode. So you can see it. You can go to sogladtoknowyou.com and watch the whole thing from the beginning. Fine. So we said what we want to do is, because I want to act, right? So let's just do the thing that you want to do. Try it. Figure it out. So we start doing it. 3-4 months in, we get a call from a good friend of ours who says, listen, I need you to do this song for this show that I have on TV. Okay, can you be in New York to film for it? Absolutely. Turns out it's the godfather of Harlem. Go ahead and do the face. Do the face. I wish I could just eat the lime because I'm not going to drink anymore. Dana and I end up doing the song, and we're in a scene with Forrest Whitaker. So this is the crazy part. They didn't tell me. I thought I was just doing a scene. That was going to be it, right? No. So they say, action. So I start, and then they say, action, Forrest. Fuck. Then he walks in while I'm going, and I go, they didn't tell me. So he's walking toward me. And they don't tell you anything. They don't even tell you that you're engaging with them. They didn't tell me shit. So he comes in and he's like, you're looking at me. He's looking at me like he's engaging with me. And I'm like, oh, so I've got to play to you now. Oh, okay, fine. You got it. And then I fucking fall apart after. I was like, I hope they say cut. And I'm like, did they cut because I jacked up the scene? It was something else. But so I'm looking at Dana. I'm like, they could have told me that he was going to be in the scene with me. Then it turns out. So we do it from all these different angles. And then the same thing happens 17 different times. He comes in, he's looking at me, and he pauses. He stops, and we have a moment. And every time I get more and more comfortable, and I'm, and then Dana's standing over there playing guitar like this.
Your icon.
Oh, he did his eye, But so that is my Forrest Whitaker story. It is not super exciting.
It's okay. It's great. It's great.
So we will be in the 4th season of Godfather of Harlem, which premieres in April. I don't even know if I'm supposed to talk about it. Nobody told me nothing, but I'll ask for forgiveness.
Yeah, that was a good story.
There's permission, so
that's a good story. You know what? Speaking of Dana, can we bring Dana on real quick? He
should come over here.
Can we get a cheer with him real quick? I have questions about marriage.
Oh, you should come over here, honey.
All right, Dana.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing Avery to the show, and thank you for also being one of our viewers. I appreciate that.
No, my pleasure.
So much.
I'm a fan. Yeah.
I am a fan of you guys, and thank you for just... Okay. All right, guys.
Do I need some tequila too?
I'm just saying.
Oh, we're going to tear up the whole thing of tequila.
Do you want a little shot?
No,
okay.
cool. I got to drive home.
So this is the thing. You know what's going on in society, right?
Sure.
So we're talking about marriage, black men, right? And we heard from someone earlier about examples of good marriages.
Right.
You consider yourself having a good marriage?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Like, what other answer could there be? Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Tell him what he wins. But who was you guys' example of what a marriage is supposed to be and look like?
Yeah. My parents, my Aunt Pat and Uncle Milt,
And why aren't you not afraid of marriage?
I really see the value in it. You know what I mean? I see the value in it. I think that's one of the most underrated and missing links to black wealth and black growth and black security. I think you can do so much more with the right woman or right husband, right companion, than you can do on your own. I think there's so many pitfalls. And this is just me personally. I know incredibly
That's
successful.
Black. I love that. Me personally.
See.
like me wasn't enough. Me personally. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
I know great examples of single people that are doing amazing things, but there's something that happens when you have the right mate, the right helpmate, and two people can get on the same page. There's emotional benefit, there's financial benefit, there's raising a family and procreation benefits, and so I see it as value. I do understand why some people say no, and so many people have had bad experiences, including myself. I was in a failed marriage before, but I just see the value in it and realize what it takes to make it work. I've seen my parents work through work through things, and it's a commitment. I see it that way.
My parents too. Yeah.
What does life look like supporting someone like her, and then what does life look like supporting someone like him?
That's a great question. What does life look like? I mean, it looks like our life. I mean, it's
What sort of things, like, because you've been married before.
sure.
Does she need the same support that your first wife? You know what I'm saying? Like, women are women, or is
Yeah.
it different because you guys are in the industry?
I think it's different because we work together, and we're in business together, and we're on a plane together.
Yeah.
Literally and figuratively all the time. And so it's very different. It's very different than most relationships that I know. Even people in married couples in the business, it's just very different than most situations. But it's great. I could see that if we didn't have a strong relationship and we didn't actively work on our relationship, it could be difficult, if not damaging, to work together and be together all the time like we are. But it takes work, and it takes sometimes you gotta okay, I'm gonna take that, and then we're gonna talk about that later. You know what I mean? And not allowing it to build up and kind of bubble over in a horrible kind of way.
What about you? What do you need? What does he need to be supported?
We were talking about it on the way here. It's funny. So Drew calls. Drew feels like our I hate to say our third wheel, but we that's our baby girl. So Drew will call, and we're just talking on the phone, and it's always me and Drew, and then he just pops in. I'm like, and I said to him, "Why are you always in our conversation with we?" And what did you say to me?
He said, "Talk to me nice, bring it down."
Talk to me nice.
Talk to me nice.
I like that.
Talk to me nice.
But no,
it's a very interesting thing. We talk about that sometimes the black woman, especially those of us who have had to be single mommies, we parent in all right, I'm gonna love you hard, because I've got this callus on my soul and my heart, right? Because I've had to, so that I wouldn't be.
We brought in with it.
Yeah. So I've got to do this, and then I find myself gritting my teeth, and I'm doing it when I don't need to, and I'm talking strong when I could just be soft, and when I can lighten up, and being with someone who is because it does take a little bit of me giving, but you still need somebody who makes you feel comfortable, relaxing. And having somebody, I think that's also how we knew that what we had was very different than anything we had experienced. It's just very easy to be together.
And I think,
and that was the thing. We'd seen so many people who struggle to be together, and maybe that's what they don't realize in the relationships. It ain't working. It's like, maybe y'all just not supposed to do it, or maybe I don't know. For us, it's very easy to be together.
And
now, sometimes we ain't got I was adding that for effect.
I wanted to add to the thing that I said, but giving her space to do that, to be. Okay, I'm gonna let. It's like I was saying. Okay,
being her authentic self.
I'm gonna let you in Avery Sunshine mode. I'm gonna let you. Okay, but then when we get home, we can. Hey, listen.
It's Denise.
I tell.
You gonna tell the story?
One of the best.
It's gotta be quick, Deacon.
Okay. Oh, I know you're not talking.
You want me Deaconess tonight?
Oh my God. So over the pandemic, very much like this. Like I figured all of this stuff out. We're just at the house. I'm on Amazon buying cameras, and so I get this elaborate setup together so we can, because we were getting calls to do, hey, is there any kind of content that you guys can do? And we're like, let me figure it out. So I got it all figured out. So over the pandemic, we're doing all these corporate things, and we were doing something. It was like for the Boys and Girls Club or something like that, and we're performing, and she's at the piano playing. I'm playing guitar, but I'm also making sure the sound is right and making sure the picture is framed and the color's right and the lights are right. And so I'm playing, and I'm having to stop and making adjustments. And so she kept looking back like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "No, let's go." And again, she was like, "What's going on?" And I was like, "Just keep going." And after a minute, she was like, "All right, you're gonna get it together," or something she said. And so I was like, "All right." We finished the thing, and So thank you. Good evening. So we finished it, and I was like, hey, check this out right here. What you're not gonna do is talk to me. Don't do that to me on camera. Don't
Ladies
ever
and gentlemen,
let that happen.
Blackety black.
Yeah.
Say it again.
What you not finna do is talk to me like that on camera. And she said, well, look, you need to make sure. And then it was like, well, I put all this shit in and then my phone rang. I was like, hello? I was like, you guys are still live. It was like, oh, yeah. Boop. And I just went and got in my car and just left. I just drove. I just
If you
drove.
know who Eric Roberson is.
Yes, I do.
I call Eric. I was like, Eric, I think we gonna get it done. He laughed. I think we called each other motherfuckers. Oh, shit. Oh, Eric is over with. He gonna go find a lady in Magic City.
So
It was bad. It was really, and we don't talk to each other like that. It was just, yeah.
But that was one of the moments, I think, and we all have those moments, but like we allow things to get a little bit too bubbled over in the moment. And sometimes you just got to take a beat and just be like, hey, you know what? I should have just been like, I'm gonna go for a drive and I come back and then we could talk about it or whatever. So, but that was a learning experience of what not to do and how not to deal with things.
And to make sure you hit end, both of us.
And that too. Make sure that the stream is over before we have that conversation. Yeah.
You said what you not gonna do.
What you not gonna do?
Yeah. And you're not gonna do it.
Well,
Would you consider her alpha?
That's something that we talk about a lot. I think that in some ways, yes, I absolutely. She's an alpha type female. I consider myself to be an alpha type male as well. And so, but in the relationship, I always talk about, and we joke, and I let her know, like, sometimes you could just sit back and be pretty. You know, it's okay to do that. You don't have to be alpha in this situation because one of us got to wear some pants, and they probably gonna look better on me than they are. You know, I'm
my
not.
pants look kind
well,
of
no,
nice when I put them on.
your
You
pants-
said they look
let me say
nice
it
the other
different.
day. You told me.
Somebody has to wear a dress in this
Yeah.
relationship, and I'm sure that would look better.
I love
on
how
you.
you're saying that, but I know what you mean.
What I'm saying is, you know, I do believe there are some traditional roles in relationships, at least for us, that should be male and should be female, and in that respect. And I don't mean that in both of those roles. It's a yin and a yang. It's very important. We both can't be fighting for, you know what I'm saying, be the hard ass, you know what I'm saying. We both can't do that. There's sometimes where I need to soften up sometimes, and there's sometimes where I definitely need you to soften up. You know what I mean? So it's an ebb and flow, and we could butt heads all the time, or we can kind of just pay attention to what the other person in the situation requires.
Do you think it's age though, or do you think it's you? Because you know, you said before that you were married before both of you.
Yeah.
You guys are not the same people.
No. I think that some of it is just my personality. I feel like I'm a pretty good room reader, and so I can kind of figure out, okay, I could time this and have this conversation better. What I had to do that I didn't maybe do as well in my last relationship is have the difficult conversation and not allow it to have it in a way where it doesn't escalate here, but don't bypass it either. You need to have the hard conversation, even through and in a way that that doesn't, you know, X out the conversation. You know what I mean? Like you could not deal with it and it's gonna be a problem. You can over deal with it in the sense that letting it bubble over to something else. And we just try to keep it in here. You know what I mean? And that's communication, I guess, is really what I'm saying. And just communicating well, I think has been the key for us.
What's your message to alpha women who want to be married?
Yeah.
But it's a little difficult for them.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Can I say this? Because were you going to say that he's got a lot of alpha? I shouldn't say he. We have a lot of friends, but they gravitate to Dana. And they talk to him, and
it's just really interesting that you ask him that. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just want
It's so interesting you said that. So
Yeah.
I work with an organization called Next Level Boys Academy. We work with young men, not the Jack and Jill kids, not the Boys and Girls Club, but these are some kids that have been into a little bit of trouble, and we work with them, and in turn, a lot of moms. And so on I think once a quarter we have a moms meeting, and they get together and we order some food and we just talk through some things. And so we had one this past Monday, and the amount of just passion and energy, and because he needed and I needed that and and he needed to blah, blah, blah. And I was just kind of like the whole time. And so they somehow they asked me, like, what do you think? Some of the the same question, like, what do you think the message from black men to black women needs to be? And I was like, what's so interesting is everything you guys are saying is right. Like, he need to do this, and a man need to have this, and he blah, 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 and he need to do, and it's like, that's all 100% true. But the way that you're saying it, like the energy that you're that you're bringing to the table, kind of makes it almost like, I can't deal with that. That's a lot of energy. So if you just said, hey, listen, I really would like to have somebody that had this, and then that had this, and then, if he could blah, 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 blah. And it was communicated in a way that just brought the energy level down maybe about 60%. Maybe 75. You know what I'm saying? 80 even. Yeah, okay, right. You get it. But the point just is, like, sometimes the passion and the in that moment, sometimes I think clouds the communication and makes it feel almost insurmountable to have a real conversation. It feels like an argument right off it, Yeah.
So, but you automatically know the reason why these women are the way that they are.
I absolutely do.
Like looking at history, 1865, when we started working.
Yes.
From the plantation, we've always been working. We've never had a soft life. We've never
I understand that.
been able to be protected. I mean, and even a lot of times, women protected men.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And it's not acknowledged. And then not to mention that our white counterparts, it was like less than 20% back then that actually went to work women. While more than 70-80% of women went to work. So it was almost like we had to have that masculine energy alongside you, because they didn't see us as women. They saw us as female, and they saw us as superhuman.
I will add to that, we as men didn't always protect physically, financially, or even emotionally. There's times where we could and we didn't. And so I do know there in some instances is a level of frustration brought by us as well, in addition to all the things that you talk about. So I believe in having accountability. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you have to be, once you're aware, you have to be accountable for how you show up, right? So so it's almost taboo to say, and I don't want to sound disrespectful when I'm saying that, because I do understand where it comes from. But also there's accountability, and let's, men have to be accountable as well. I think we have to read the room and not be we can be on bullshit, and there's reasons for that. You know what I mean? But once we know, we have to do the work to be accountable for the part of the bullshit that we bring to the table, right? Each side, right?
Certainly.
I do believe that you're right. But I do think sometimes we do forget that even men weren't in the homes. I mean,
true, absolutely.
Slavery.
True.
You guys were bucks. So you weren't even allowed to marry. You weren't even allowed to have a family. You were just having kids. And so that is in your genetic mark. I mean, your genetic DNA. You don't even know it.
It's so interesting. Several months ago, and since the pandemic, I went back, and a lot of books that I had to read in college and high school, I went back and read as an adult. And Roots was one of those books. And reading that as an adult, kind of with some lived experience, it really taught that book really outlines and shows how so many of like the socioeconomic really issues that we have in our community, kind of exactly where it came from, and exactly over the 5 generations between West Africa and Alex Haley.
Yeah.
You know, it shows it, and it shows every little piece and almost every single ill that we deal with in our culture is kind of outlined in that book. And I really didn't pick it up the same way when I read it, you know, as a much younger person.
Yeah, I tell people this because, you know, I've dated outside my race, but I also tell, you know, even my daughter, but it seems like we're the only group or culture, race, whatever, that it's almost backwards. It's flipped.
Yeah,
the
right.
women are more masculine, and the men are more feminine.
Yeah.
And then it drives black men to be uber masculine, which now is like that toxic masculinity. Yeah. But even when you're dating, I've noticed, like, dating all other cultures, like the men in our culture, they're uber masculine.
Sure.
Almost like they have something to prove.
Absolutely.
Right.
Exactly, like they have something to
Exactly.
We talk about it with our, we talk about that.
And then
all the
even
time.
like with dating, I have to constantly remind people, like, listen, you know, the idea of a soft life or a submissive woman is not your reality.
Yeah.
So why do you want it now? Because you see your white counterparts with it. But that's another story. But now you get to choose what you want to be. Do you want to be in feminine energy? Do you want to be in masculine energy? What do you want? Because we now know. We didn't know back then.
Right.
We didn't
Yeah,
understand.
yeah.
We were all about protection and survival, right?
Yes.
And so they ultimately use women to, you know, do whatever, cause that divide.
Yeah.
I was in a cab one time, and a Jamaican told me that in their country they were so against homosexuality because it was used as a form of punishment. Right. So they would take these young slave men, because Jamaica was I think was a buck breaking or something, slave breaking, slave train. Did you know that?
You said it was buck breaking.
Buck breaking, that's what they call it, but it was slave training there. So they would take the slaves and they would train them how to be better slaves.
Now that I did not know.
And then the most docile slaves would go to America.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So anyway, but a way to break the buck or the black male slave was to tie him up, right, and rape him in front of his family.
No,
So he would lose respect, one, from the woman of the family, but also the children. It was like a instant, hey, he cannot protect you.
Right. Yeah.
You have no protection. What can that do?
Yeah, that
to you mentally.
Yes,
both
they
sides.
Talk about it being in our DNA.
Your
we
DNA
can actually pass on
that trauma.
That trauma
in your blood,
in our blood.
Yeah.
And it takes, and I know it takes a moment like this.
Yeah.
During the pandemic, we get a call. Okay, everything is slowing down, right? Okay, so some of your shows are going to be, fine. The next call we get, okay, so they're postponing the shows. They're not just going to be, they're going to postpone it to the next year. Oh my gosh. Hey, everything's canceled.
Ooh.
Until whenever, right? So I'm looking at Dana, I'm scared. Now, my mother has always been a business owner. My father always worked too.
Yeah.
But my mother they actually worked at Scott Paper Company together. So mom she was a secretary of Scott Paper Company and a beautician. She had her own beauty and barber supplies. So fine. So when she was laid off from Scott Paper, she had her own company. But I watched Mom be married to my amazing father. I love him so much. But he was horrible with managing money. Mom managed all that, right? I saw her do that. I saw her move in that way, right? My first marriage, I married someone who is not great with money, who is not really a protector, a provider, any of that.
Yeah.
I married this guy.
Yeah.
So then we're in the pandemic.
Yeah.
And they pushed all these dates out. And I'm like, Lord, I bought one too many pairs of Jimmy Choos. What are we going to do? Okay? Now, I thought we did pretty good with managing money. I thought I did. But you tell me a year and a half out, we're not working? Oh, my God. And I'm freaking out. And I'm like, Dana, what are we going to do? He was like, relax. I was like, no, but what are we going to do? He said, relax. He took me to this special place in the house. And he showed me. He had been squirreling away money from the time that we started working. I fell to pieces. I said, I had never experienced protection, provision, love.
Yes.
I love my dad. My daddy was my homie.
Mm-hmm.
It's one thing for your parents to love you like that, but this person that you choose to do life with, you meet this human who really is providing and protecting and loving you. All that stuff we just talked about with that. So it's why it was really important for me to talk to the young man before, to help him understand it does not, we don't have to cut and paste the bullshit and put it into our lives.
Yeah.
Things can be different. And I am grateful for that one singular moment, Tony, that man looked at me and said, "We're okay, Denise.
Yeah.
Let me show you." I stopped fighting, because even in the marriage, I've still felt there was a bit of a while, because you learn. You know, my mother said, Denise, you got to make sure that even if you married, you got to be able to take care of shit. You got to do that, right? You know that. Don't you depend on no man to take care of you. And there's a bit of anxiety that causes for us. It's like, shit, I can't even really love you fully, because I can't really trust that you're going to take care of me and provide for me and do that singular move. He said it, and then I say all that to say I've experienced a love and a protection and a provision that allows me to, when he says, pipe down a taste, I go, all right.
Yeah, bring it on down.
Isn't that
Now,
crazy?
I still.
But that story, though, you personally found yourself not able to fully love because you were carrying anxiety from your mother. And now you've got this wonderful man who is stepping up to the plate, who knows history, worked on himself,
Absolutely.
saying, hey, that is what's over there, but that's not over here. Saying to you, listen, I'm here to love you the right way. And you're like, hold on, wait a minute. That's beautiful.
It is beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful.
What do you guys want to know? I know this will be my last question. What do you guys want young people to know about Black love, Black marriage, Black relationships? What do you want them to know?
That it is good. It can be good. Absolutely. And you can decide that it's going to be good. You don't have to, I don't want to say victim. Yes, but you don't have to victimize yourself in a relationship. The idea it almost feels like when they talk about relationships that I show up as a victim already. Or I show up with a spear because I know I've got to fight because it's a relationship. You don't have to show up like that.
Yeah.
We know you're strong.
I can tell he loves you. But I also can tell you love him.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's so funny that you asked, because our daughter is in a relationship now, and we want her to know you can relax in it. You can relax in it.
Yeah.
That's
relax in the right now of it.
Yeah.
Let him love you. You love him. Be good to each other. Do not worry about whether it will work or not.
Yeah.
Be good to each other right now.
And if I could just add, there's value, I think, in healthy Black relationships. You know? And you know, and it's unfortunate that, you know, even in our music, you know, we're you know, R&B traditionally talked about relationships, and like now
they've reduced it.
I believe there's every voice, every art should have its, you know, but there's so much like just kind of
stark.
dark kind of ill.
The messaging
You know,
is just-
the messaging is very one-sided.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so, but I want to say there is value, and I believe it in relationships. You know what I mean? And in marriage and all of that. And that's one thing I would want young people to know. It's not something that's just like, oh, that's some bullshit. Doing that. You know, no. I think there's really value in that.
Yeah, and to trust how they feel and pay attention.
Yeah.
I know it's a lot of stuff, but it's those are just easy things that I think of. Pay attention to how you feel. Pay attention to how you feel and how that person, they make you better. And if they're a succubus, you don't want that. They're easy. They're simple things that let you know that sometimes we ignore just so that we're not alone. That we forsake just so we won't be alone. Stop doing it. He's doing the thing. So let me tell you what he does. He take his knee. This is sometimes, like if he feels like I'm talking too much, I just keep right on talking. You don't tell me what to do.
See what I'm talking about?
You ain't gonna tell me not to talk.
Bring it down.
Bring it down.
I love you.
Yeah, I love you too. All right.
Guys, please tell the audience where they can find you both.
You can find us on AverySunshine.com, SoGladToKnowYou.com, LOUMACBeauty.com, on Instagram, Facebook. We're even on that other thing that they used to call Twitter. I don't know.
X.
Kinda. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. TikTok. Yes, please get some LOUMAC Beauty. And
And where did this name come from, LOUMAC?
my great-grandmother, when we talk about,
see
my
that?
great-grandmother was a nursemaid.
I don't even know if you can see that. Can you see that?
No, but we'll make sure you
Let me see.
this.
Yeah.
But
Let me see.
my
This-
great-grandmother, LOUMAC, she was...
Wait, hold on.
Oh, you
No, it's not going to do it.
won't
Okay,
it
yeah.
won't focus.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay.
But my great grandmother was a nursemaid, and I tell this is really quick. I saw
Such
pictures.
good lipstick, y'all. I'm wearing it right
and
now.
you were all in my head red. But she was a Pentecostal preacher. She was a single mother, and I found a picture of my great grandmother holding a white baby. But I didn't see any pictures of my great grandmother with my grandmother, and I didn't understand it. But I looked at my great grandmother holding that white baby, and I thought about, wow, she's taking care of someone else's children so that she can provide for her own. And that woman in that photo with those full lips, she's not ashamed of her lips. She's not ashamed of her hips. She's not ashamed of her hair. How dare I be ashamed of these full lips that are LOUMAC's lips? How dare I be ashamed of this body? This is LOUMAC's body. This is her full bosom. How dare I be ashamed of her? And she's taking care of someone else's child so she can take care of her own. I don't have the right. So every chance I get, I'm going to have a bright lip on these, show these LOUMAC lips off. And I want to encourage every woman of color to do the same thing.
Good stuff.
Dana, how can people find you?
Big Dane 1973 at
AverySunshine.com.
No direct DMs, y'all.
no,
Don't be
Big-
in
You
his
want me to pray
DMs.
for you, you can DM him. And if you want me to pray for you, you can DM him.
Yeah, I'm
That's
not
all,
heavy
that's all,
on
I'm
social
kidding.
media,
Okay.
but yeah, Big Dane 1973 on IG, and I think that's Facebook too, and I think that's pretty much all I have.
Yeah. And it really quickly, just because this is because of the platform, tell her about the young men that you work with on Saturday mornings. Just really quickly.
Yeah,
and then we're going.
Next Level Boys Academy. It's like I said, it's a mentoring organization, but we focus on the most vulnerable of young black men, usually ages about 12 to early 20s. Yeah. Just check it out. Next Level Boys Academy.
Thank you. You're so dope.
You
And you're gorgeous.
and you.
And listen, I'm over here sweating, bleeding face.
Let her wrap it up, man.
When I tell you I love this woman, and I thank you for blessing me, and I thank you for just like validating what we're doing. And I feel like every time someone like you, who I love, before you even knew who I knew, you knew me, I knew you. It just validates everything we're trying to do, which is help the culture. So I thank you guys both for coming in.
Thank you for having
And
us.
thank you, Mara. I'm calling Mara. For staying
Myra
on top,
Davis?
staying on top of me.
Myra Davis. Myra.
Guys, if you love this type of content, and I know you do, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And of course, if you want to get in contact with me, and if you want a prayer request from us, Avery, you can contact me. Or if you want a prayer request from Dana, you can contact me. You guys can contact us at info@smittyand.com. Again, that's info@smittyand.com. And until next time, guys, take care of one another.